Welcome to Group 1's case study analysis of innovation at the LEGO Group. LEGO was established by Ole Kirk Christensen in 1932 and began with wooden toys created in his Denmark shop to encourage creative play. There were no plans to follow or designs promoted. In 1947, Christensen made the decision to purchase a plastic injection mold, and the iconic plastic LEGO brick was born. The company grew over the decades, beginning to earn in the billions and seeing an explosive growth in the early 2000s. Eventually, they found themselves spread too thin, in too deep of debt, and deep trouble. In 2004, Jørgen Vig Knudstorp was appointed as CEO. He and his team implemented a three-phase strategy known as the Shared Vision. It was a plan to get LEGO out of debt, back to making a profit, and returning to the true vision of LEGO, creative play. The case study ends discussing the future of LEGO as Phase 2 is complete. Major issues in the case. LEGO had two major issues that threatened their continued existence. The first issue was high cost revenue. The company was not generating enough revenue to cover the costs. Costs escalated while revenues remained low. The following were the causes: high operating costs of Legoland parks, 3 new Legoland parks in addition to a new park. These running costs approached 1.5 billion Danish krone for each park. Next, we discovered that special blocks were required to make Star Wars and Harry Potter models. Next, we found that as a drop in the US dollar versus the Danish krone, LEGO lost 300 million Danish krone in 1998. Low revenues were also attributed to sales with Star Wars and Harry Potter, as they dropped dramatically when there were no movies that year. It was discovered that sales were seasonal. The second major issue was fundamental change within the toy industry. This was caused by electronic games, video game consoles, handheld games, websites, and mobile phones replacing traditional toys. Megastores such as Walmart and Carrefour held large sales of toys. LEGO was forced to compete for shelf space. When it came to outsourcing, LEGO was not competitive. The company did not outsource for cheaper manufacturing other products, and this made their products more expensive than their competitors. Market plagiarism was another sensitive problem that LEGO had to deal with. There were limitations of LEGO's brand, which were cheaper and easily accessible. To get LEGO back on its feet, Knudstorp came up with the following action plans that were to be dealt with in phases. Phase 1, shared vision aimed to stabilize for survival. Phase 2, profit from the core. Phase 3, achieving vision. In order to stabilize for survival, the established goals were to reduce cost and debt for the immediate survival of LEGO. Key areas of concern were outsource for lower manufacturing costs, selling off of 70% of ownership of Legoland parks, and reducing the company's 12,500 current components to a more manageable number. This endeavor resulted in reduced overall costs by 35% and eliminated all of LEGO's debt. The core renewal process was performed in phases 2 and 3 of Knudstorp's strategy. For the future of LEGO, and to solidify its sustainability, we can look at the general systems theory by Bertalanffy. The idea is that technology is a branch of the general system, and because technology is evolving quickly, a holistic and interdisciplinary approach to ensuring the fidelity of the system is warranted. For example, innovation can occur on a linear or positive basis, but it does not mean it will sustain profitability in the same trajectory. With keeping in line with the core business, looking outside for more innovation, such as open or crowdsourcing, may help LEGO's position in the future. LEGO can focus on protecting its intellectual property, a component of their core business, the iconic brick and its building system, from the potential threat 3D printing poses on the toy industry. Scrum is based on principles that include organizing work into short cycles, reduced work interruptions for management, where work is defined from the user's point of view, and impediments systematically removed from the process. LEGO may not choose to embrace and incorporate all 7 steps. However, some would provide significant opportunity for improvement. Number 1, a shared vision to ensure everyone is working towards the same common goal. Number 2, listening to the voice of the customer. Why did they purchase the product? And second, what would they like to purchase next? Number 3, lengthy process from developer to consumer. It's got to be faster to be more competitive. And number 4, embrace and leverage technology to attract and retain retain customers. Lessons learned from the LEGO case study. Number 1. Guidance is important. Having a framework to guide ideas and projects is incredibly important for a company's success. Number 2. Creativity and innovation can get a company into trouble if the proper structure is not there. One company can have a million ideas from a team of talented people, but without a good management structure in place, things go wrong. Having a company vision and sticking to it makes a huge difference, and that requires a solid structure. Don't get overwhelmed. It is easy to do so when presented with seemingly insurmountable odds, but breaking a problem or a solution into phases can help things seem more manageable. This gives little victories along the way, which helps with morale and presents time for reflection. Just because it is a good idea doesn't mean it's the right idea. Who doesn't love Legoland? But perhaps it was not the best idea for the company to move into theme parks. There were a lot of endeavors Lego took on over the decades preceding Newthorpe's appointment, and many were good ideas, but most did not fall in line with the true identity of Lego, and therefore might not have been the right idea for the company to pursue.